So the last thing I said, I finished with explaining how the lizard explains thought textures and frameworks, and so I guess one thing that I explained really poorly was the first step is not just a will. I don't know why I did that really, other than I was just trying to like explain it rationally to an audience instead of explaining how I experience it, which I will never should do. Um, but it's not. It's the maximum efficiency principle. It's not a fucking will. It's not whatever the fuck I said it was. Like that's like the sort of objective view of it, I guess. But there is no objective view of it. Objectivity is not real. There's only the subjective views together, which creates the objective view. The first step of the bottom layer of the pyramid is the maximum efficiency principle. And now that is the will, and that is the will at the core of your being. And nothing I said was incorrect. All of that is the maximum efficiency principle. It just wasn't explaining all of it. Like the maximum efficiency principle is both the fundamental will at the core of your being, and then also the pattern that every single thing which exists and displays a will also displays the will to taste the best thought texture, the maximum efficiency principle, basically. And this is obvious. Like, you only disagree with this if your mind's made of fucking oatmeal, over microwaved oatmeal. But still, to clarify, it's the maximum efficiency principle. It is the will, but it's the fact it is the will, and then add to that the fact that the will always wants to make the will better. So it's not just the will to experience particular things, it is the will to experience better things. That is the maximum efficiency principle. The will to experience better things. Everything displays the same will to experience better things. Everything has an individual will to experience better things. So for Hitler, the individual will to experience better things may be killing Jews. If you're a Jewish person, obviously your will is probably going to look a little different. Or if you're a Palestinian versus a Jew, your views may be just a tad separate, right? And this separation, this individuality, is each individual's maximum efficiency principle. Each individual's will to have the best experiences, taste the best thought textures, however you want to put it. So that's the first step. And then I already went over the other four. And I went over for the perspective of the lizard. And that was the last thing we talked about. Then you said, should we make the lizard enjoy the war? My take on that is no, the lizard should not enjoy the war. Like I was saying, his perspective has been completely shattered. His family is dead. His planet is destroyed. His home country is no longer existent. His freedoms that he set out to protect obviously are retarded in the new context. They don't even exist anywhere near the same capacity in the modern society. And he doesn't even know if he'll ever even see the hub of modern day society because right now he's stranded on the output of the civilized universe, not the output, the outset, the outside, whatever the fuck I'm trying to say, the far edge of the civilized universe, warring against half insect, half machine terminators, termites, and he's fighting for survival. And so basically that I explained that from the perspective of, okay, he's got his maximum efficiency principle, which is started as the desire to protect his freedoms and then to protect his homeland and, his country, and then that transformed into his planet. And now his planet's gone, and now it's to sort of uphold the principles he started with, but then that eventually just becomes to survive after his whole race gets obliterated after his planet gets destroyed. Then he's not even fighting to like save his people or prolong what he used to love. Now it's just like fighting to survive mixed with the idea that maybe we're the good guys. And he's not even sure of that anymore, right? And so all of that is expressed. He expresses all of that. He personally experiences all of that through the lens of and explains in his own mind